not yet been quite that long. I've forgotten the constituency. But just looking around quickly, it's fantastic to see so many brilliant examples of different efficient technologies doing everything from enabling boilers to run more efficiently and cheaply to advanced anaerobic digestion ideas, producing energy from waste. This is important because clean growth can make a real difference to people's lives as well as to our planet, from reducing energy bills and improving air quality to supporting new technology and boosting earning power in high quality jobs. And that's why it's a particular pleasure this afternoon to be able to welcome our Minister, Claire Perry, the Minister of State at the Department for Business, Energy and the Industrial Strategy. And I know that all of us would like to thank you, Claire, for the important work that you've done in the clean growth strategy. It's an ambitious strategy. It's to cut out emissions, keeping the costs down for consumers. It really is a win-win if ever there can be such a thing in government. So thank you, Claire.
Thank you very much, Mike. Thank you. Alan Whitehead is here as well, one of our shadow members of Parliament, very keen on this agenda. There's lots of other parliamentarians here, but really my thanks are really for Ron, who has organised this. Ron came and lobbied me quite hard in a meeting about Sir David Amess's very interesting 10-minute rule bill, and we talked a lot about the ambitions we've set out in the clean growth strategy, how to turn them into reality. And in some cases we know what the solutions are, we know how to build new build properties in a way that makes them more efficient to heat. Don't worry, we don't have to go and vote just yet, that's just the end of prayers. I'll wait till it's finished. In other cases, when we've set our ambitions to get homes that are off the gas grid, in particular off fossil fuel, we don't yet know what some of the most affordable technologies are. But I wanted to just share with you a couple of things. The first is when we're looking at technology now, government is putting its money where its mouth is. I should say though, it's not government's money, it's taxpayers' money that government has collected, but we are investing heavily in research and development because you can look around the room, all this incredible innovation, much of it invented in the UK. This is the way that we will tackle these climate change challenges that we face. And in doing so, there are really 3 tests that we try and apply when we're investing. The first is, does it cut emissions? And pretty much everything in this room does. Secondly, can we see a cost-effective way of deploying it because we don't want to be putting up people's bills? And thirdly, does it create a competitive advantage for the UK? Can we actually develop things and export them to the world, or can we build that expertise in the UK? And again, there are very many examples around this room of companies and projects that meet those criteria. But I wanted to just say 2 things. One is there are 2 countries in the world who were considered last year to be doing enough to meet a 2-degree target, which isn't as good as 1 degree, but only 2 degrees. Those 2 countries are China and the United Kingdom. So already we are in an absolute leadership position in the world's economy in decarbonising our own activities and then creating these opportunities to help the world by investing in and expanding other technologies. And we should all feel good about that. But secondly, there is so much more to do, and we know the challenges that are out there. There are constant challenges about how you do this in a cost-effective way. How do you set targets that rule in and out certain technologies? I tell you, the saddest thing from the Conference of the Parties I went to in Bonn earlier this year, I've got my famous water bottle, no reusable plastics here, sorry, all reusable plastics, was the sight of the big barges of brown coal going past the site, which were going to be burnt in coal-fired power stations in Germany, because Germany had made an ideological commitment to certain sorts of energy, and as a result their emissions are going up. So this is not to be underestimated in terms of complexity, but the good news is, despite the knockabout we might have politically, there I think is a hugely strong cross-party commitment to meeting our targets. We were the first country in the world to pass the Climate Change Act. That was done with cross-party support. If you look at the G7 economies, we have grown our country more and cut our emissions more than any other country in that group. So we know we can do it, but we've got lots more to do. And so in closing, it's so great to see so many interesting exhibits here today that, you know, this is the source, this is the solution to the carbon and cost issues that we face. And very good to see you all enjoy it. I'm going to go around and have a chat with everybody. I've got a Molly the Moose, if anyone is interested. There's only a few left on the exhibit for the new integrated air and ground source heat pumps. But thank you all so much for coming. Thank you.